Hello there. Welcome back, you guys. Today we're going to be talking about fake Lego. And in front of you here, we've got a Mega Halo Master Chief. He's not the fake Lego we're talking about. Mega Bloks is its own thing. It's not fake Lego. A lot of people seem to think it is, but it is not. And then here we've got a GCC with Jonak Toys Arms Wolfpack 104th Trooper from Star Wars. He is not a fake Lego that we're talking about today. And he's technically a real Lego. He's just got that extra printing, but everything on him except for, I think, his helmet. Yeah, the helmet's not a real Lego piece, but you couldn't tell if I didn't tell you. But yeah, he is not what we're talking about today. What we're talking about today is our little build here. We actually have two builds to talk about. We'll go ahead and open those up. But real quick, before we dive too much further into the video, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If we can hit 5,000 subscribers before April 1st, I will post the full video of the time I got pepper sprayed. So I'll give you a little teaser here. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment of what you think, if this is something you would be interested in picking up or not. The set we're looking at today is made by a company called JQArch. At least that's what they're called on Amazon. I'll drop a link down below where you can get this if you're interested. It is made in China, so just keep that in mind if that's something you're concerned about. Regular retail is $32.99, but it's currently on sale for $29.42. It's a weird price, but it's on sale for that on Amazon right now. The official set name for this, at least according to Amazon, is Safety Guardrail Closed Cage Building Block Set, compatible with Jurassic World, T-Rex, Halloween, World War II scenes. And if you had noticed, I do already have the set built, but we're going to go into the unboxing experience just because it was kind of weird, and we'll start with that now. Alright, so we'll start off with the box, and it's a very interesting box that if you didn't know what you were buying, you wouldn't know what you were buying because it has no pictures of the actual set. It says your present exclusive customs. You got some like tiger paws, some tiger tracks maybe, cut ribbon, you got some roses, and then you got the sticker on here, which we'll bring it in closer, take a quick peek at. It says made in China, safety guardrail, closed, girls ages 6+ cage set made in China. Don't know if that's like a lost in translation type of thing or what, but that is what it says, so we'll go with it. Turn to the side, you just got this teal color. That's going to be the same on both sides. There's no print. Top side of the box, you got this here. Back side, we'll rotate it over. You got this little sticker tape, which was over it. I did open it just because I want to make sure this was actually what I paid for. And you got a thank you on the top, and then you got open me. You have been expecting me, and have a nice day. And then we'll go ahead and pop her open. Inside, you got the set. And we got a bunch of base plates here. Get some of those out of the way. Below the base plates, yep, there are the fence pieces, which feel like they've got like a bar so you can clip them into stuff. Definitely not a Lego piece, I don't think. Maybe something that Mega made. And then as for the base plates, you'll notice they've got these little divot holes right there. So these are like a building support that Lego would make. They definitely have made these. I don't know if they're currently still making them, but they definitely made these. I remember getting a couple of these in the old police station from like 2005 or something like that. Had a bunch of these. And then we got more of those, more base plates, and then you can get 3 boxes, one small one, and then 2 kind of medium-sized boxes. It's got something in it. Something in it. Something in it. So we'll go ahead, crack these open, and take a look. Well, we got white boxes on white backgrounds. Let's go ahead and fix that. We'll go with the small box first. Side, got weapons. Okay, I didn't realize this set came with weapons. So what do we got here? So we got what looks like an Enfield, something like that, like a bolt action rifle. Yeah, it's got a bolt on the side. Doesn't work. Interesting. It's got bayonet mount or something like that sticking way out. Over exaggerated. I don't know. Absolutely no idea. Let's see. That looks like a SG 552. The SIG, one of the SIG guns that they make. And then that looks like an alien pulse rifle. Maybe. or like a bullpup alien pulse rifle. And then we've got one of those old German MP18s almost, where it should have like a side-fed magazine, but there's no magazine. Next box here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got some instructions. We got some pieces. Looks like we got some printed pieces. That's good. So I guess those stickers that we saw earlier, those were just throw-in stickers or something like that. Okay, so we got very hard to read instructions. Steps 1 through, looks like there's 8 total steps. One single page. Got just a little Ziploc baggie. We got some of our printed parts. Let's take a look at some of those real quick. We got a whole bunch of chains. Oh, there goes something. I don't know what that is. A couple of those little, very little pieces here. I'll show you. There's a couple of these in here, it looks like. And then we got some printed tiles here. We got warning, danger, with like a radioactive symbol on camo. It's printed on a black, like 2x3 tile. We got some stop signs. Those are always useful. Definitely useful pieces. They're round, not hexagonal. That's fine. Let's see. We got. So that is the old style of the clip piece that Lego used to make. They have updated it a bit, so it doesn't actually look like this anymore. But this is what the clip piece used to look like in Lego. So it's an old Lego mold. These are definitely Lego molds. Look at those. They just don't have the Lego logo on them, but those look identical to Lego. What else do we got in here? We got a bunch of that, a whole bunch of these. More chains. There's only actually like 5 pieces here. We got some little hazard warning arrow exclamation mark things. And then it looks like we got 2 of these tiles. This caution stripe. So 2 of each on all the printed pieces, and then a bunch of various bits and bobs. And we got more instructions. So I think this is for the smaller build, because there's going to be 2 builds here. Yep, we got a smaller build and a bigger build. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So where did those little pieces go? So these little pieces, I guess, go into the little anti-studs on the back here. And supposedly that'll allow you to hook them to one of the fence pieces. It does. Interesting. Yeah. It's a pretty solid connection. Okay. Go from there. What else do we got in here? And then it looks like we got pretty much the exact same pieces. So there's only like 10 total unique parts in this set. Everything just repeats. So more of that. Interesting. Okay. We'll go from there. Filling the building, but I thought I would throw it out there because I just threw one on here. But these have a really stiff connection. Once you get them on there, they don't turn like Lego. You can kind of like turn them. These, once you get them on there, they're pretty much on there until you pop them off, and you really gotta put some effort into popping them off. So very tight connection, almost like there's too much clutch power there. So let's see, it's 4-way. Yeah, and you kind of have to like really put your back into it almost when you're building it. These on here, and go from there. For the fences, those just kind of clip in here like so. There we go. Kind of gives a cool effect, don't you think? That, and one of these bad boys up top to give us a roof structure. There we go. Interesting. Okay, these little bar clips on them. I don't actually know the name of this. The plate modified something or other. I have a lot of the real Lego ones for sale in my Bricklink store. If you want to go check out that, I'll definitely drop a link. And actually, speaking of the Bricklink store, I actually just added a whole ton of used parts earlier today. That's pretty much what I did all day today, was just add in about, I added about 1,000 new used, well, they're not new, they're used, but I added about 1,000 used parts in my Bricklink store earlier today. Oop, that's upside down. There we go. And this. Those chains, no. Interesting. So the chains in the instructions definitely look like they're a different color. So I can get to focus. Those look like they're like a light bluish gray versus the actual chain you get's like a dark gray. So just thought I'd throw that out there. I guess you just kind of throw it. Is that stud in? I think this is supposed to stud in, maybe. Yeah, okay. So that studs in. You go like across that. Studs in there. There we go. Yeah, that's close enough. Get the picture at least. There's that. That is the build. I can add more signs and add more of the chains, I assume. Doesn't actually tell you to do anything else. That's actually the end of the instructions, is just do that. Actually, I guess it does tell you to do that 4 times, but it doesn't really show it, so we didn't do it. So that is the first build. I'll go ahead and get the second build built up, and we'll be back. Alright, and then there are our 2 builds. You got this small little jail cell cage, and then you get the larger one here. That's a 2-story. I'll be honest, I don't really like the 2-story part of it, because what are you going to do? How do you get up there? There's no ladders or anything like that. So I don't really get the second story, but it's there. You get the pieces to make it. Kind of. I actually was short 2 pieces. I was short 2 of the clip pieces, so there are 2 missing there. Just don't know where they are. Don't have them. They do not appear to have been included, and as far as I can tell, I didn't drop them, so they're just not there. And then I threw all of the signs on there. You don't need to necessarily put all those on. I probably will end up taking most of them off. Like, I'll probably take off all of those. Probably take off the stop signs. I might keep the caution signs, though. I do actually have some ideas for this that we'll get into at the end of the video. Go ahead and set the camera down here for a second. Bringing the small build in, and you can actually buy the small build on Amazon for $12.99, I believe is what the price is. I'll link it down below. I'll link the full set down below as well. It's actually the same listing, so you can go in and decide which option you want. If you want the full build for $30, or if you want the small build for $12.99. So this is essentially what you get. You are supposed to stick the chains into the fence here, but they're not really the best connection. A lot of them pop out as soon as you put them in, so not really something that I plan to keep doing, and I probably won't keep that on there long term, but that's essentially what it is. And then you got all your signs here. Like I said, with the small one you get 1 of each, and then with the big build you get 2 of each for the signs. And then these can also fold down if you wanted them to, as long as you get it lined up correctly down at the with the clips. As long as those are lined up correctly, these will just fold straight down. There we go. So as long as you have it lined up correctly, it'll fold straight down. And if you want to have all the walls down, well, except for the one that actually wants to stay together, let's see, pop that off. There we go. Fold all the walls down if you want. Fold them up. There you go. We'll get the small build out of the way. And then the big build is about the same. Nothing too crazy about it. Pretty much everything you saw with it is the exact same. These all fold down the same way. The only real difference, aside from it being 2 levels and double wide, you also get on the side here, the gates are kind of upright versus vertical, and they kind of fold down. If you grab them at the right part, those can fold down. You can actually fit a vehicle in there, which we'll do here in just a moment, without making any modifications to the way that the set is designed to be built. But real quick, for some size comparisons, real quick, here is a 501st Jet Trooper. And let's go with an ODST. There we go. So there's your size comparison. For the figures, they work very well. I kind of think the scaling works better with the Mega figures here versus the Lego figures, but you can definitely still use the Lego figures with this if you wanted to, or if you had any other kind of figures, it would probably work with them that are in this rough same scale. For a comparison of colors, on the left here we've got our JQArch, which is the brand that made this set that we're looking at today. In the middle there we've got an official Lego piece, and on the end there we've got a Mega piece. I don't have a 2x2 plate in this color for Mega, but they look very close between the 3. I would say that the Mega and the JQArch piece look closer in color than the Lego one. Lego one's a little bit different. I don't know how well that's coming across on camera. but I would honestly say that those two might even be the same plastic looking at them. And then the Lego one is just slightly different. As for extras in the set, I end up getting 4 extras of the chains, and then there's all of those weapons there that I got extras of. We're just going to lower our gate down, kind of push it over the side here, and we'll just show you what can fit in here. So first up, we got us a Warthog, which the Warthog is actually, with the turret on, is too tall to fit in, so you do need to remove the turret and actually throw it in there. As long as you don't get caught up on stuff, the Warthog will fit in there perfectly, just like so. And then throw your Floodgate Firefight Forklift right on in there. Here is this is a modified version of the cargo truck that came in the ODST, or not ODST, the Drone Outbreak set. This was the first way that you could get George, I believe. And then it came with some drones and the blue JFO, and then that Warthog advertisement poster thing. But this can fit in there. It got in there earlier when I was testing it, but yeah, you can fit that in there as well. Let's pop these down just so you can see. But yeah, that will fit perfectly in there if you wanted it to, which is what I'm potentially going to be doing with it. And speaking of potentially what I'm going to do with it, something that I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to delete the top portion. I'm also going to take apart the smaller build and then kind of extend this out so it's got like 2 bays, so you can have 2 vehicles lined up side by side in this kind of garage storage area. And I might delete one of these walls but keep the other one as a way to separate it. So that's potentially what I'm going to do with it. We'll see how that looks here in just a moment. Combining both sets together, you get this large flat area that you can mess around with, which I may add stuff to in the future. But coming down below, you get this big open space to use for vehicles. If I had another one of those trucks, I'd put it there. I might try to get another one just because it looks really good. And especially that truck, I don't know why, but it looks really good in this kind of like hangar bay, better than the Warthog, especially since the Warthog, you have to take the turret off to get it to fit in. But I think it works pretty good. For reference, here are a few different pieces. There's a Lego 2x2, Lego 2x6, a Mega 1x4, whatever you call that piece, and then a Mega figure, Lego figure, a Mega bar piece, and a Lego tile that are all stuck together. The only piece that I'm having any trouble with is this Mega 2x4 grate. It doesn't want to stick down for some reason. I'm having a lot of trouble with getting it to want to work. But yeah, everything else seems to stick without issue. At the end of the day, what do you guys think? Go ahead, comment that down below. Is this something that you think is worth picking up for $30? Or in this case, the smaller one, $13? Or is this something you would rather just pass on? And if you're in the Mega world, trying to scrounge together the pieces to do this, even though there isn't really a good way to do it. And if you're in the Lego world, yes, you've got Bricklink, which I'm a seller on, so if I hadn't plugged it already, I'll plug it now. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested in Lego parts for mock building. But Mega doesn't have the ability that Lego has with Bricklink. So from the Mega side of things, I think it's a very good investment. But for the Lego side of things, I don't think it is. And I know there's some people out there that don't like mixing Lego and Mega, but this isn't either of those. So where does that fall in? And I honestly didn't have any problems. Sure, there's some tight connections, but I didn't really have any issues with it. So comment that down below. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, so we can hit 5K by April 1st, and have a good rest of your day.